Girlfriend said I was too broke, then moved in with a guy who lives with his mom. Be me. 27F marketing specialist, city dweller, caffeine running through veins instead of blood. Living in an apartment so tiny even my insecurities feel cramped. Working for mid-tier tech startup, exciting according to LinkedIn, actual reality is 57 unread Slacks and optional weekend Zoom calls. Career plan is be rich hot bitch TM who finally gets to relax at 35. Current state not rich not relaxed half a bitch TM. Boyfriend of 18 months Jake, just dumped me 3 weeks ago. Reason, I don't see a future with someone this broke. Didn't even get a breakup brunch, just a 2 a.m. text and a blocked Venmo. Fast forward to last Friday. Jules' best friend, shitposter, perpetual hype woman, shows me Jake's new relationship status. Ex now dating Greg, city's resident weird dude at the bar. Allegedly has positive vibes, great playlists, and a penchant for wearing band tees from bands he's never listened to. Greg, 29, no job, lives with his mom in the suburbs. As in his little mother's basement. Jake, who told me ambition is non-negotiable, now doing domestic cosplay with a dude whose network backbone is still his mom's fridge wife. A group chat. Jules, guess he found someone wealthier in snacks. Roommate Sasha, fun, destructive in evening wear at 10 a.m., so when you moving back home. Group chat sends memes, me holding back tears, vertical sobbing. 1 week post-breakup. My phone's gallery is now 60% screenshots of their couple photos, 40% old Uber Eats receipts. Lunch at work, open-plan kitchen, coworkers in synthetic athleisure. Conversation fragment. Did you hear about Jake? Moved in with Greg, super progressive, living with family. Is that progressive now? I mind my $12 salad and try to disappear into a La Croix. Go to therapist, spend $120, cape lol, processing how too broke for Jake means not subsidizing his weed habit. Therapist, how does that make you feel? Me untagged in all the posts. Laugh through existential dread. Drift between days in a caffeine cloud. Pitch meetings, lunch at my desk, aggressive Excel formulas. Autopilot life, autopilot heart. Jules texts me at 11 p.m. Wednesday. He didn't deserve you anyway. Also, Greg smells like old hemp. Wanna get drinks? I say yes but mean, please distract me from myself. Sasha already pre-gaming in the living room. Says I should get back on dating apps, use men for practice like Duolingo. Download Hinge. Immediately match with Liam, graphic designer. Likes my photo with office dog, starts messaging. Convo is effortless. Wanna grab coffee after work tomorrow? Say yes, act chill, panic search, cute but casual coffee date outfit for people who hate pants. Next day work is all awkward humming, second guessing everything I say in meetings. Liam shows up at overhyped coffee bar, has tattoo sleeve but is actual ray of sunshine. We talk about music tech, our mutual fear of being just adequate. I tell him I'm recently single. He admits he once lived with a girlfriend's parents for a year. I laugh too hard thinking about Jake and Greg. Realize I'm not over it. Date goes okay, Liam texts had fun later. I don't reply for 3 hours, sabotage myself. Binge on Trader Joe's dark chocolate and half a bottle of red. Post-cry scroll Instagram, Jake and Greg are now at Renaissance Fair with matching flower crowns. People tagging #relationship goals. My brain, girl he left you for the prom king of not paying rent. Me, am I the problem? Friday, busy work day, boss forgets I'm leading the campaign. Catch Sasha in the bathroom snorting, lines off her phone with a rolled-up post-it. She says let's YOLO this weekend, you need it. I laugh, gather the parts of myself still capable of fun. Texting with mom on the way home. When am I getting grandkids? You can always come home. Read, don't reply. Memories of childhood, 2-bedroom, hand-me-down furniture, mom working 3 jobs. Swore I'd never depend on anyone or any house that smelled like boiled cabbage. Rent is due in 5 days. Lying in bed, checking credit card balance and auto-correcting resentment for rent sent. Saturday, go out clubbing with Sasha, Jules meets us after. Half-tipsy men buy us drinks. Awkward dance with banker bro who says I'm intimidating but cute. Thanks. Tell him I work in tech. Oh, so you're like a secretary. Spill my gin and tonic, call it fate. Bathroom selfie, If your ex wanted a dependent, he found one, congrats king. Jules laughs, accidentally applies lipstick to her teeth. The three of us talk about how men are children and growing up is a scam. Sasha, dating is just unpaid social work at this point. Group hug in a neon-lit stall, existential dread lighting up my notifications. 2 days after, Monday morning again. Jake posts on IG, photo of a home-cooked meal, Greg's mom tagged in the background. Caption, blessed for this second chance at family. Can't stop hate stalking them. Post purge every time I think about Jake, I delete another piece of him until my phone is clinically clean. Still feel dirty. Late night heart-to-heart with Jules. Do men care about money or success? Jake sure as hell did until Greg. So what do they care about? Who the fuck knows? Not even men know. It's a random number generator. We both laugh. Feels good, like exhaling disappointment. At work, join Zoom all hands. Dude with MBA says, love women who hustle, as long as they aren't too aggressive in meetings, you know. I fight the urge to projectile vomit through the camera. Ambition is attractive, just not competitive. Lunch with coworkers. Everyone compares salaries. New guy asks if I get diversity points. Default facial reaction. Error 404, humanity not found. But I smile, do the hustle. At 5:30 p.m. walk home, clouds like industrial smog, but somehow beautiful. Find myself standing in front of bakery, watching happy couples picking pastries for two. Feel pang in the middle of chest. Miss being known, not Jake specifically, just belonging. Phone vibrates, Hinge message from Liam. You know, I really like your energy. Wanna try the taco truck near Flatbush? Think about saying yes. Type deletes. Instead, order delivery for one. Again. Halfway through Eat Pray Netflix night, mom texts. I still love you no matter how much money you make. Reply thanks mom with an accidental teardrop emoji. Try to imagine moving back to my old room. Wall still covered in horses from my 11-year-old phase. Can't tell if my ambition is armor or prison cell. Dream that night I'm at Jake and Greg's family dinner. Served Kraft Mac, Greg's mom asks when I'm settling. My reply is just static noise. Next morning, Jules drags me to a weekend market. Buy overpriced white lilies. You're not dating pots, you're growing, she says, definitely high. We watch a toddler screaming at a dog. Jules says that's you after meetings. I nearly drop my coffee from the accuracy. Sunday evening. Pay rent, sigh, light a candle for my bank account. Check email, see internal job posting at work. Hesitantly draft a cover letter for senior position. Don't submit yet, but add it to serious shit to do when I'm not feeling like a meme folder. Feel weirdly optimistic. Pet Sasha's cat, which will love anyone with hands. Decide not to open Instagram for 24 hours. Don't even stalk Jake and Greg out of reflex. Next day, Sasha brings me a latte, says, found you a therapy dog, he's hot and a vet. She means human vet, not animal. Laugh until actual coffee streams out my nose. Maybe I haven't lost all ability to have fun with men. Sign up for pottery class instead. Finger painting with clay makes something misshapen, call it my love life. Instructor says it's very interpretive. Text Jules a photo. She sends back a picture of her dinner, dino nuggets shaped like heartbreak. Late night thoughts. Maybe there's nothing wrong with wanting things that don't make sense. Maybe my ambition isn't for someone else to validate. Remember how Jake's shoes stank and Greg wore Axe body spray in 2024? My apartment is still mine, moldy shower and all. Independence feels like shit sometimes, but it's a choice I made for me. Stare at ceiling, realize I'd rather figure out my own rent than be a tolerated guest somewhere else's basement. Check Hinge one more time. This time I reply to Liam. Sure, tacos sound good Thursday. Couple days later. Work is chaos, but get complimented by CTO for my campaign. Jules celebrates with sparkling rosé in mugs. Sasha actually empties dishwasher for once. Mom texts proud of you sweetie, resists sending a checklist of eligible hometown sons. Jake and Greg post a meme about choosing happiness over hustle. I roll my eyes so hard my head actually hurts. Maybe hustle is overrated. Maybe being broke is a superpower. At least it means everything I have, I paid for myself. Meet Liam at taco truck. It's not perfect, but it's real. We laugh in the cold, hands close but not quite touching. Tells me he's moving out soon, wants to prove something to himself. I get it more than he knows. Night ends with a hug that feels like possibility. Walk home alone, but it doesn't feel lonely. Smile for the first time in weeks. Lying in bed, apartment silent, except for radiator singing off-key. Random notification. Greg liked my story from 6 months ago. Laugh so hard I nearly wake the cat. Maybe being broke isn't my biggest problem after all. Maybe it's just the beginning. End.